What's up guys, I'm Taylor with TK Disc Golf. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are viewing the Soft Proton Tempo from Axiom Discs, which is an exclusive to this year's 2024 OTB Open. It's got the flight numbers 4 speed, 4 glide, 0 turn, 2.5 fade, making it a very dependable, slightly overstable putter off of the tee. So hey, without further ado, let's dive into the review. Now the Tempo saw its first release last year for the 2023 Circuit Challenges, and it is amazing low profile driving putter, amazing for backhands and forehands, and that low profile just makes for super smooth and effortless releases out of the hand, very similar to like a Zone from Discraft, which is a lot of people's missing gyro link. Anybody that has a full MVP bag, the Zone is like one of those discs that just was not able to be kicked out, and for many people they were able to find solace with the Tempo. So for this year, Axiom is now doing an exclusive release with OTB and making this a Soft Proton offering, and as you can tell, this thing feels absolutely incredible, especially on a hot humid day like it was today. It was about 80 degrees out, and you can see how much flex this thing has versus the last year's Neutron offering. Parting line height with the Neutron on the left and the Proton on the right, pretty much identical, not much of a difference there. And then as far as the flatness or dome or shoulder, almost identical, zero difference there as well. Now moving on to the throws, this thing really wants to stay in the air on you. It's got amazing glide for a overstable disc, but enough of a forward penetrating fade to really give it a predictable stability at the end of the flight. Hyzer releases are no problems for this disc. It gets up and down pretty quick, but the glide does allow it to push forward on that hyzer angle. Throwing flat, you're going to fly straight for about 250 feet before it wants to fade forward at the end, and then really its bread and butter for me is throwing on those nice controlled anhyzer releases, and the disc is just going to fly super straight for the majority of its flight before it pans out and might get a little bit of a fade at the end. Now, I've been bagging the Neutron version from last year's Circuit Challenge for about a year now and have been absolutely loving it. I used to bag an Entropy for my overstable putter slot from MVP, but honestly the Tempo just does everything the Entropy did with more. Like the shot shaping and workability of the Tempo opens up the options for me a lot better. Now on my home course there's a lot of holes that can handle a putter, and it doesn't matter if the hole's straight, has a dogleg left or a dogleg right, you can really just do it all with this disc. Enough anhyzer, you can keep the disc flying super straight on you until it pans out and just hits nice and flat, or gets a little bit of a skip at the end, but on some hyzers as well you can get it just to hold 250 feet before it wants to punch around a corner, and then obviously those forehand shots is where its bread and butter are. I missed out on one of my favorite holes to forehand a putter on, which was hole 4, but I did snag a sick ace on hole 6, which I've never aced this hole before even though it's so short. It's just such a technical shot even though it's so short, so it was pretty satisfying to finally hit that one. Overall, I'm super satisfied with the Soft Proton Tempo. This thing really just feels great in the hand, and as far as comparison to the Neutron versus the Soft Proton, flight wise I didn't really notice enough of a difference for me to bag one over the other. Realistically, it's just going to come down to hand feel, I think, for you. So if you love the soft grippy feel of Proton Plastic plus that added flex of it during the summertime, bag one of these. I think it's going to really suit you well. If you already have a Neutron and you're satisfied with it, honestly you can probably stick with that one as well. It's just going to come down to hand feel and honestly the aesthetics. The Proton just looks super sick. So hey, thank you guys for watching our review video of this Soft Proton Tempo. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future uploads, and we will see you on the next one.